Hello and welcome back to another episode of Kenshi, and we're cleaning up after the battle of the bandit raid. Luckily we did have the help of the Holy Nation Patrol to help us kill them all, or grievously wound them. So I have went ahead and transferred all of the weapons from this fight over to our storage areas, and the thing that I just started before we left was weapon melting. Now my goal, and if you're not familiar with this, weapon melting will let us melt down very crappy weapons like this poor quality horse chopper into some of its original components. I don't think it gives you the equivalent of all of it, like, 8, 6 iron plates, whatever it happens to be, but it does give you some. So my hope is that this will help supplement our. We do have a bit of a iron plate shortage right now. Basically, Stork is fighting the development of this new iron refinery. So I think this is closer though. So I think that normally or not, I was gonna say normally that Thendu can get over there before Stork can. So really, we're trying to get this the better iron refinery up. We have quite a lot of stockpiled iron, and we actually have 2 people doing iron extraction right now. So it is for the best. Did we just take that? I think we did. Okay, we got 2 plates. This will finish up right now. Okay, that's that. Beep, meanwhile, is still cutting through the door with his hacksaw, which is interesting because I thought you only could do this. I thought you could only cut with a tool. So either that or he's, I don't know, somehow using his crazy, nasty hiver fingers. But, hey, maybe Beep is starting to get a real taste for thievery. Maybe that's something that he feels like he can do to bring, glory and, money to his hive, which is us. I love Beep. He's adorable. So, our new iron refinery is finished. It only requires 2 workers and has a max efficiency of 90%, which means it's going to run faster than the manual iron refinery. So we'll send Hobbs and Goalies over to that. And Goalies, at some point, I am going to move into the new combat squad, because Goalies is named after one of our subscribers on the Discord. By the way, if you want to join the Discord, it is in the link. The invitation link for Discord is in the description below. So please feel free to join us there. It's pretty cool. I do pull a lot of knowledge and suggestions from that group. So if you want to be on the ground floor of kind of this new channel as we develop into something more, I'd love to see you there. So feel free to join in. I also have a Twitter if you want to keep up to date on what's going on, which is @ToblePlays. Okay, this ends this set of announcements. So our new iron refinery is going to start cranking out iron plates left and right. I'm probably going to go ahead and disassemble this. And as someone mentioned, there's an instant disassemble button here that will completely destroy the building and leave its basic materials here. I didn't do that the other day when I was disassembling, I think, some storage over here. And that's more of a habit of mine. I tend to just make people tear things down instead of using the overwhelming, all-powerful disassembly tool. Sorry, excuse me, I've got the frog in my throat. So we'll put another iron refinery down. Okay, perfect. And what else do we have? What else was there just now? Ooh, the steel refinery. I don't know if we need this yet. This actually might be at our new base once we move. Oop. We got a Paladin patrol. And Tanishi's out burning bodies, and our other 2 people are in the back hiding with the Holy Nation bodies. Luckily, one of these guys, oh darn, his chest isn't going down fast enough. We really need to get an excuse to attack them again. Maybe I'll try to make them recover. Actually, both of them are at the point where I think they're going to be conscious if we drop them down. Maybe we'll have a firing squad, and we'll drop them down, and we'll try to have our archers open up on them at some point soon. Thendu, if you're wondering what Thendu is doing, he's actually repairing the gate because that did get trashed pretty hard during the battle. And everyone else is just hanging out doing their thing, so this looks fine. I don't see anyone getting pissed off here, which is always a plus. We did kind of accidentally make it through the night. I meant to have Beep go, stealth and into Okran's shield and steal some things, but I think this is going to turn out to be more of an entertaining adventure for us. Also, how are we on power? We're still good on power. We did unlock the next level of iron refinery, so we actually can immediately upgrade this to the next one, but you got to be careful that you don't run out of iron plates, which we would if we were to start this right at this moment. So we'll wait until we have more iron plates, or at least one of these 2 machines up and running. Honestly, since this is so close to, since that's so close to completion, or the start of it, I'm going to have Thendu start making the second level of the iron refinery. Because again, this one here is a level 1. There it is. So this one at this position is a level 1. So you can start processing or start building a level 2 right off the bat. So that's going to use 20 power. So we'll probably want to drop down another wind jenny here just to stay on top of things. And more than likely at the new base that we go to, wherever that happens to be, I will probably go a little crazy with wind generators because I think they're a little bit easier to deal with than biofuel. I normally use biofuel to supplement the power supply situation. So we'll see what we actually need and what we make use of. I feel like we're going to come in here and it's going to be guarded by a bunch of spiders. I'm not sure. It could be empty. Okay, shackle's broken, I guess, which means the door. And... oh... is this a completely open? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is it Christmas? All right, we're gonna do the upstairs first. We're gonna tease ourselves a bit. We know what's downstairs. There's a lot of goodies downstairs, I hope. We're just gonna check out upstairs. Cup, a wooden bowl. Boy, these are really nice chairs. Let's have a seat. Okay, I can't deal with it anymore. Let's come back downstairs. All right, guys. So if you've not done any of the ancient science outposts, or what is this, ancient lost armory? They have a ton of chests over here, generally. I hope you're strong enough to break through. I think you are, actually. And they tend to have decent amounts of loot in them. So we'll see what this area has. I'm kind of looking through... ah, damn, you can't break the safe. Your skill's not high enough yet. What's the minimum here? 91? Holy crap. Are there any tools around? That would be amusingly convenient for us. I will get to the lock things here in just a moment. I just want to see... I want to go through all the open things that are unlocked first. Huh? A stealth leg? That's awesome. We could give this to Rin. Rin, what leg is it that's missing from you? Damn it. Nothing ever goes Rin's way. We're going to have a problem where we don't have enough room for all this stuff. We'll take the leg because that's worth a cool 9k right there. We'll leave the food cube with Beep. Chainmail sheets are worth a pretty penny. Damn, I don't know why I didn't give Beep a stealth backpack or something. That's on the list now, is to get Beep since he's starting to do some exploration. We didn't really mean for this to happen, but he is a thief, so we'll probably want to give him a thief's backpack at some point. Because a thief's backpack does not reduce the level of your skill, or if it does, it doesn't do it too much. Are you still sneaking? We don't really need you to sneak around anymore. Alright, we'll check every little thing. I normally really only go for the chest, but, you know, see what I would have missed? I would have missed all those goodies. Okay, let's have him start to lockpick these items over here. Now, what I will try to keep an eye out for is a, that's a nice bow, is a set of tools in Akron's shield. And we'll see if maybe Beep can come back to this location at some point. Well, we will have to make a note, though. It's a decent quality club, but it sells for some money. It doesn't sell for a ton. I'm a little bummed out about that. The specialist leg is nice. The stealth leg is probably the big winner in this location. More than likely, a lot of goodies are going to be held in this safe here, but we can't really get to that at the moment. Use your brute strength. Okay, guess not. Someone mentioned that the strength requirement is double the lock complexity, or maybe it was half the lock's complexity. I don't quite recall. Well, that wasn't quite as exciting. I know I built up a lot of hype there. It wasn't quite as exciting as I was hoping for. I think a lot of the things that are going to be worth the money in this one are going to be inside of that safe. Not always. Sometimes it gets a little, you know, it is random. I think it's part of RNG. It depends on how nice the RNG gods are you today. What else is in this zone then? Is there another lost armory? We're only this far in. I'll tell you what, since, well, What can we do here? Alright, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go back to Akron's Shield. We're going to fly through the base real quick. I'm going to take him out to the desert, and he's going to go to Stoat and sell some things. I don't think hivers are hated in the United Cities, although I could be completely wrong. I'm trying to remember if I've seen any other... I feel like I've seen other races in the United Empire or the United Cities. Is Stoat United Cities, or is it the Holy Empire? Or... yeah, it's United Cities. And unfortunately, there's no real way to see what, as far as I can tell, there's no way to see who hates what. So, oh, actually, Beep is really way down. We got to be really careful here because he's heavily over encumbered. This might change things up a bit. In fact, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have our main squad. How close are you guys to... how close are you to finishing all the fancy weapons? You're out of plates. You have 6? Okay. We're going to equip our squad with the weapons that are around right now. So, I think... oh, poor Tobal. You can't use it yet. We'll give Tobal the crappiest one in a minute. So there was one in here that I saw. We'll come back over here. We'll grab all the Naginata katanas we have. And we're going to send our squad out in the world. Okay, and we're going to try to meet up with Beep. And take some of his loot off his hands. So that way he doesn't have to be completely encumbered. Okay, and that should be fine. Oh, you have a lot of random crap in here. Let's have you drop this off, Doc. I think I was using that for weight training at some point. I made Doc carry a bunch of armor. And Doc doesn't really need a main weapon, although, well, we did get his strength up, so I guess we could give him one. Although, you know, I'll tell you what, we'll take it from Tobal because Tobal doesn't really have the capacity to use this well right now. So we'll give the Naginata Katana to Doc. So everyone is equipped with a Naginata Katana except for Tobal, which is fine. And we'll send them out and about. So let's see, how are we doing food-wise? Do we have enough food that we can take some with us? Oh, we have some food cubes. That's decent. I'm kind of confused. Why do we not have... did we not just harvest this? Did everything just... are we only at the point where we can... we might be at the exact level of food requirements needed to get everyone, where they need to be. Because, what I mean is, they might be making cooked veggies, for example, and as soon as they make the cooked veggies, someone eats it because they're that hungry. So maybe we're just at the level that we need to be to sustain everyone. At 24 cotton. Upgrading this would cost another 20 cotton. Let's do that before we leave. We'll set this going. Everyone is processing the grain silo into the bread into, goodness gracious, the straw into bread. And do we have the automatic? I don't see it here yet. There is an automatic processor for grain, so we could free somebody up from that. That's fine. Doc, did you keep the food? Of course not. You dumped the food because you're just that kind of guy. So let's take our main squad and head out. I think this is going to be the point where we start to do a little bit more hunting down the road. I will have to... let's see, we've got a prayer day. Okay, I'm glad I remembered that. We have a prayer day coming up, so we need to give the book, the holy book, to someone else. We'll give it to Klob. Klob, you're going to become Father Klob temporarily. You are a wise man. So you're going to have, not the research bench, Klob. You're going to take the possession of the Holy Flame, and you're going to be our representative to them. Ooh, the other situation that we don't want to talk about. The the two unconscious or semi-conscious guards on our backs. Okay, Beat, can you just chill? Ooh. I'll tell you what, why don't you chill back the way you came a bit. There's spiders everywhere now. I'll have to keep an eye on Beep. If he happens to aggro any spiders, we'll have to drop his stuff real fast and get him out of the way. Okay, so gray geese. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a firing squad. Well, we like to have a firing squad, except it seems like we're out of ammo. Okay, so you've got some. That's enough for everybody at the moment, I think. And did Alice have some too? Yeah. Okay, so Lydia, you guys stand here. You two drop your burdens here. And spread out. And, yeah. So begins the execution. Well, are you not able to get back up again? Oh, you're still unconscious for a few more moments here. Oh, good. They're actually both about to become conscious again. Sorry, buddy. Did I literally not give you anything? Ah, that's why. Let's see if he goes for the sword. I'm using arrows in particular because they cause a lot of bleeding damage, so I am hoping that they possibly bleed out at some point. We'll get the velvet hippos involved here as well. And the gray geese will again attack this guy here. And we'll have our dogs finish him off. Now, my goal is basically to damage them so much that they die. This is the real goal here. I don't want to really deal with captured enemies right now. This guy will die if we don't fix him. He's gonna die at negative 100. This one though did not really take the damage we were hoping for, so we're probably gonna have to do another round of attacking him later. We need to get the girls situated here real quick. Did we ever get our... we never did get these cages up. I'll tell you what, we have a cage free because for some reason, I don't know what happened to the lost drone. Somewhere along the way, I lost the lost drone. So, let's, Kai, if you don't mind, if you could please drag the guy who is not as wounded. Nope, no, don't first aid him. Pick him up. This guy's going to die. We're going to drop this guy in this cage here, although it is in sight of the gate, so we have to be a little careful about that. But until we finish this this thing over here, this other cage over here, this guy should be far enough back that he's just going to straight up, he's just going to die. He's in the negative. He should be below his... Whoa, his KO point is negative 46? What the hell is your toughness? 48 toughness? God, that's nuts. All right, well, we'll have the dogs guarding him. Meanwhile, I need to really quickly organize the archer squad here. Of course, we have no room for that. We'll dump all this stuff over here. Hate to make a mess, but we do need to get going here. So we've got a couple of those. Who else has stuff on them? You do as well. Let's dump that. Lydia's good. You have some food that you need to drop off here. And you've got some leather to drop off over here. And if I remember correctly, I did actually get somebody to... Ooh, maybe we should meet up with Beep and give him this set of tools. That's right. I forgot that one of our folks has tools left over. And didn't somebody... Yeah, Tobal's got a bunch of arrows. So we'll have him come over here to give it to the gray geese. Bueno, and I think we actually have one on the ground, so who doesn't have much? We will eventually get into crossbow manufacturing as well. I just haven't bothered with it just yet. I think a lot of the space is going to develop once we move to a new location, and we're really going to focus on the... Right now I've just been leaving it kind of as is, but I will try to perfect the base design and layout once we move out of this area. Okay. So everyone's back at it. Wing, when did you get so injured? That's annoying. Alright, let's have our archers head out. and I guess go to Okra and Shield. That shouldn't trigger anything because they are just standard regular old citizens, so they should be fine. I think I'm going to have Wing come back and heal up for a bit before we really get going, because he is going to really slow the group down. Why aren't any of you sleeping, actually? Don't you have the... We have the sleep when injured. It's interesting. I'm going to give everyone a manual order to sleep. What we'll do is we'll have the archers meet up with Beep. They should be able to get to him just fine. And we'll give him the kit, the tool kit, and we'll take some of his loot. And that'll be a good trade-off. That should work fine. So our archer squad is on the way. We'll then have our main squad meet up with the archer squad wherever we're going to go to. Now the challenge, of course, is making sure Beep stays nice and it's safe. Almost ran him right into that. Oh, what happened? Where'd this guy come from? Oh my god, like a ninja out of nowhere. Will he take skeleton parts if we drop them? Well, the sword's 16 kilograms, so let me drop that right off the bat. How much is that worth? 4,000. Well, Beep's life is worth more, right? Okay, so let's try to get him out of this zone. Oh, crap. I don't think Beep's going to be able to escape this. Yeah, I think he's actually going to go down. Let's see if, hopefully he doesn't bleed out of here. Kaboom. You didn't take anything from us, other than our dignity. This isn't bad, actually, because Beep should... Oh, he actually is plain dead. Oh, you're so smart, Beep. Look at you go. So Beep is plain dead here. I'm going to give our archers an order to just run right to Beep, actually. Okay, he's around the corner now. We're going to have him go into sneak mode. And, can you... You don't have a med kit. Okay. We will remedy that at some point soon. But Beep is going to be basically plain dead for a bit until our main squad gets over here, or until the archers get over here, which will be a few minutes. So hopefully he can stay safe. That's my fault for not paying attention, and I lost the... didn't see that skeleton in the hubbub. So we'll keep an eye on them as they run through the zone. I think they're getting aggroed by, oh, who knows, starving idiots. What else is going on back at base here? Oh, come on. Why are you in our house? Why? Why are you even here? So random paladin somehow got in here. So I think we're going to have the same situation as before. It looks like it's only one. I can't wait to head out of this area. Oh, hey, this is a good test of our new fancy Naginata katanas. Although no one really has the skill for it, so it's not that big of a deal. Actually, this was mostly the bronze squad that did this. He has a really bad head wound. This is great. So Kai, I need you to pick him up and go ahead and just drop him back over here somewhere. Uh-oh, that was bad. That was bad. That's super bad juju. We need this group to split off and go out. I didn't see that other squad here. This is... boy, we're really bad tenants, aren't we? Okay, the rest of the squad is going to have to leave this way. Just to split up who's got the aggro. Kai, maybe you can just dump the body and hide. Alright, so... I think goalies and Hobbs are going to go down because goalies does not have the athletics built up yet. Or maybe this will help out. Hobbs, did you just go down? Hobbs did go down. Hopefully Hobbs does not get arrested. I think goalies has a leg injury. No, he doesn't. So he's still not able to quite yet escape the clutches of the Holy Nation. Well, this is a nice distraction as we wait for our main squad to get over to Beep. Yeah, I don't think goalies is gonna make it here. What is your? You're 21 minus 2. You're 20 plus 1. I don't think there's any way. And you did actually get a leg injury, so you're gonna be a little bit slower. The problem, I think, is that we're going to have this guy on us for a long time because goalies can't outrun him. Now, we might lose everyone else, and if we do, maybe we'll loop everyone else around. I don't think anyone else has aggro on them right now. So let's bring everyone back. Let's have Klob go rescue Hobbs. And we'll keep an eye on goalies and how this fight is shaping up. Maybe I'll have everyone else, because they all seem to be on goalies right now. Let's have everyone else run to this area. And we'll have goalies continue. Goalies honestly might go down here. I don't think there's a whole lot we're going to be able to do about some of these folks. I mean, I could just take the plunge and let them eat it. Are there any bandit squads around? That would be a good way to break off some of the aggro. That's a mercenary squad, which is not going to help us, I do not believe. Okay, some of their squad got pulled off due to a battle with some animals. Okay, are there any camps in the area? There is a camp between us right up here. Do I see the dogs anywhere? The bone dogs sometimes are really hard to see because they're they sleep in a pile. I don't see them. That might have been the bone dogs over here. That might have been their little encampment. Well, maybe we'll take them all the way down to the Fog Islands, and we'll try to lose them in the Fog Islands. Lose the aggro in the Fog Islands. Let's go over the hump here, and this direction. Oh, that scared me. I think that's actually one of our characters who was who's being all holy-ish sounding. Okay, real quick, while you guys are sitting here doing nothing, I want everyone to go to bed in case we happen to get in another fight coming up. Remember, Wing really needs to get healed up as well. Griffin and Doc, I don't think you have any damage. Okay, so still not really sure what happened on that one. I guess this guy just randomly came all the way in, of course, and saw our good friend here. Ooh, we're now actually into the valley. I wasn't really paying attention to that. So we're actually right around the corner from Beep. This is awesome. Lydia is the slower one. Okay, so everyone's actually here. I'm just gonna let the bronze squad, whatever happens with the bronze squad will happen. If they get captured, we'll do a rescue mission. If not, then we'll just deal with it. Sez has gone down. Where did Sez go down? Oh, he's sleeping. Okay. Are we still getting chased? Not that much, honestly. If we can break off from these guys, which just happened. Oh, of course, you're running right through a dog pit. Let's have our group meet up over here. And we'll go back to the archer squad. Okay, so we're at Beep now. So, Alice, I need you to treat him if you don't care. They are getting burning damage because of the rain. Lydia, do you still have that aggro? Maybe, maybe not. So Laura, let's do this. Let's trade with Beep. Let's take all his goodies. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll leave him a first aid kit or two. Sure, let's give Beep a mercenary club. That seems pretty BA. Now the problem is, how do we get him out of here? Because he is gonna be injured for a bit. Oh, before I forget, hang on. I need to give him, who has that? Was it Jade? Who had the tools? Alice, okay. Alice, trade with Beep. Give him these tools. Why don't we try to take him back to the compound there? That might not be a bad idea. Let's do that. Let's pick him up. While everyone else is like melting, literally burning alive. Let's send everyone over to the compound. And we'll see if there's any beds in there. I don't think there were, but that might not be a bad place to hole up for the rest of this episode for our main group until Beep is able to stand again. Cool, and we can't close the door manually, but that's okay. And I don't see anywhere for Beep to rest. So I guess it's just going to have to be what it is. Although, let's go ahead and put him down. He still should be able to move around. Let's have him start working on maybe the tools. Can that happen? Oh goodness, that's awesome. Okay, so it's going to take quite a long time. We'll leave everyone is safe in here at least, so they're not taking any acid rain damage. So for the moment, we'll just leave this squad as is. They're safe-ish, and they're okay. Meanwhile, we've escaped the clutches once again of the Holy Nation idiots, who we will soon be leaving in the dust. And I think the rest of the squad can probably... Oh, nice. I brought them right outside of a... I think this is a mercenary camp. Alright, so we'll bring them back home. I think we're okay there. We just have to be a little careful. There's really just no jobs. I could make Tanishi cook, but I mean, I don't want to waste that, on someone else. I could just also have him stay inside and not do anything, but I feel like that is a waste of labor. I could close the gate too. Unfortunately, that is a problem because our engineer constantly needs to go in and out to get all these the goodies from here. So that's a bit of an issue. And we'll just deal with it. We're very close to getting up and leaving. We're getting very close to that spot. So what we want to do is have enough building materials to build most of our large building shells, which we have enough of, I believe. Did we actually research new buildings? I don't think we did. I think I wanted to look into the large building shells, which is an engineering research, which we do have on someone. I think Tobal has that. Why don't you drop that off, just in case you die somewhere, and we don't want to lose that. Cool. So we have that now. Oh wait, we actually do have enough. We have enough books for that, don't we? Oh, we need medium building shells first, then large building shells. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to be getting our large building shells, and that's probably what I'm going to use as the base of most of our things. I don't really know if I want to do like one building per crafting unit, like have a building for the weaponsmith, for example. I don't know if that's the best option yet right now or not. Well, it kind of depends on the layout of the area. Also, where did that guy go that was dying? That's awkward. Is he around, or he might have died and we might have incinerated him? I think Kai. Is it Kai? Oh, you actually ran away. I think Kai had him. I remember us dropping him and he like flew up into the air. So perhaps he either got rescued or he died and we actually incinerated him. Either way. How's our faction relation doing? I'm so amazed that... Okay, so he actually did lose some Holy Nation faction rating at some point due to, one of our many, many incidents. So everyone's going back to their job. The Holy Nation is here just like, okay, well, we didn't like that, but we're okay with it. Stork doesn't have any iron plates to continue her work. That's okay. We'll get there. How's Beep doing on this lock? And you are cutting. It's going to take you quite a bit to do that. Yeah, but what I'm going to want to have is probably at least... Let's see, how much does it cost to put these items out? Well, that's true. If we're moving to the rainbow area, I think it was arid, right? So we're not really going to be doing that. We're going to have to start with a small cactus farm. We can still build cotton, can't we? It's not going to give us a great yield until we probably research greenhouses. Or, I forgot the word. I'll get to it in a minute. Yep, got nothing. We'll research it. It basically lets you grow things that are out of their normal zone. So that's a much deeper skill, I believe. We are close to unlocking tech level 4, which is going to show us more and more things, but we do need more ancient science books for that. Hemp-based fabric. Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of anything else we could use right off the bat. Plate armor. Advanced weaponsmithing might not be bad. Let's go ahead and pop that now. Maybe that will let us make higher quality blades. I'll take a look and see. I'm not really familiar with it like I mentioned, so we'll see what that does for us. We do have quite a bit of green fruit, which is important. Rin, are you actually cooking, or... Okay, so somewhere along the way, this got bugged out a bit. So she wasn't able to continue cooking. That should trigger everything back to normal. Yep, okay. So that's fine there. We are getting a good food surplus up. So we want to have a decent supply of food before we leave so that we can have everyone, you know, basically feed everyone at our new base until the farms come to fertility. Meanwhile, we're still really struggling to fill the plates up. Oh, it's 22 plates for this one. That's why it's taking so long. And we still have a good supply of raw iron. Okay. This seems like a good spot here. There's a lot of downtime coming up in the next couple minutes, so we'll let Beep cut through that. I'll come back to show you what Beep got into in that chest or in that safe after this video, and we're going to continue to probably maybe what I might do for the next episode is actually shut our gate and disable our engineer, then do for a bit. Basically put him on passive mode, maybe just have him work the farms for a while, and let everyone outside of the base start working on, you know, all the normal construction items, and send our main squad out to do some hunting, because we mentioned we want to do that. Meanwhile, we'll bring our archer squad back, and the archers will continue their work as well. So that seems like a good plan for the next couple of episodes. Where is I was gonna say, I could have sworn I had more people working on both of these, but did I give someone a passive order at some point? Everyone still has their jobs. Thendu's sleeping. Maybe we'll go on a bit of a recruiting binge as well. We'll take a look at that. Either way, thank you guys so much for joining me for this episode of Kenshi and our unyielding squad, who can sometimes fight back and sometimes runs away. It does take a long time to get set up in Kenshi, so I'm excited that we've started with one arm and now we're here. So, you know, started at the bottom now. Okay, so that's about it for this episode. I do hope to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much.